Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Annie Z with What If Naruto Was Banished and Had the Boosted Gear. So guys, we last left off on a flashback of Tiamat and Fenrir destroying the Leaf Summons, the Toad Clan and the Slug Clan. Then Naruto's tearful reunion with Kurama and Kuno, making Kurama her servant. So, let's get started. We go to the Leaf's point of view. Kurenai, Guy and Asuma had gathered the civilians from the other villages. While that had happened, Jiraiya and Kakashi had been healed. They also decided to kidnap civilians from the Land of Fire since they didn't have that much. After that, Jiraiya's student, a man called Shin, comes and summons the Shinigami and offers his life and the civilians to revive the Kages. The Kages they revived was the first, second, third and fourth Kages. And he also revived the Uchiha clan. It's done now. The elemental nation shall be conquered and we will kill Naruto, Tsunade says as everyone started to cheer. Why would you kill my son, Tsunade? Minato says. He got you killed, Minato. You and Krishna died because he was born. It's all his fault. He was a curse on this village. Ever since he was born, only bad stuff has happened. Your death, Krishna's death, the Uchiha massacre, the invasion, Huzun Sensei's death, the fall of Leaf from the greatest of the five nations. Tsunade says, I'm disappointed in you, Tsunade. It's not Naruto's fault the Ninetales attacked. It's that rogue Uchiha's. If Naruto's a demon, then you're a demon spawn, cause Mito was a Jinchuriki when your mother was born. Minato says, I don't care, it's his fault. Now quiet down, you're just a summon here to serve your masters. You're not the real deal. Only zombies taking the form of the people we knew and have the abilities and the powers of them. Your goal is to help bring Leaf to the top no matter what, even if it means killing your own son, Tsunade says. Hashirama looked at Tsunade in disappointment. Now, Jiraiya, Kakashi, Asuma and Guy, each of you are to take one of the Kages and attack the other villages and destroy them. You can have the Uchihas as backup. Do not fail and destroy them. Do you understand? And of course, if they're not willing to obey the command with their own free will, just use them and command them. They're just weapons for us to use like the Jinchurikis, the Edo Tenseis, Tsunade says, as everyone nodded with a evil grin and left. We now go to the Rock's point of view. We see an Edo Tensei, Minato and Kakashi cutting down Rock Shinobis. Minato is forced by Kakashi to kill Rock Shinobis. You monster, you Leaf bastards have no respect for the dead. Using your dead Hokage like this, even he doesn't like it. You disgust me, a Rock Shinobi says. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Minato Sensei cared about the Leaf the most. The only reason he hesitates is because he's corrupted by that demon influence. When we destroy him and the rest of the nations, he will realize that I was right and he will be my father, just like we were meant to be. Before that Ninetales killed him, Kakashi yells like a madman. You're insane, Kakashi Hatake. He wouldn't care for you after this. You're planning to kill his own son. I don't know who that is, but what kind of father would like you after you killed his son? And not only that, you're a monster who disrespects the dead. You're just like Orochimaru, says the Rock Shinobi before Kakashi Chidori's him. How dare he says that. Minato Sensei will think I'm a monster. I'm doing this for the village, just like Minato Sensei did in the Third War. What's the difference between me and him? He killed thousands of shinobis back in the war, and now I'm doing it for the same cause, to help protect the village. We're the one and the same, Kakashi says delusionally. Kakashi then sees two tail beasts, Jinchuriki, coming towards them in their tail beast mode. Minato Sensei, use your tail beast mode to beat them, Kakashi says, as Minato tries to activate it but fails. Thank God I can't use it, Minato says with happiness as Kakashi's eyes widen. Looks like it's time for me to show Sensei how strong I've become. Then you'll forget about that Ninetales vessel and care for me only. Kakashi fought like a maniac. Mangekyo Sharingan, Kakashi says, as he uses Sharingan to suppress the 4 and 5 tails. Minato Sensei, quick, seal them away, Kakashi says, as Minato was forced to get close to them and try to seal them away with his Hiroshin and a 5 containment seal. But the beast got released from the seal as the seal cracked when Minato was sealing them away, and the beast charged at Kakashi and Minato. Minato Sensei, quick, use some seal to restrain them so we can capture them and power our shinobi, Kakashi says. But before Minato can use it, A white light sucked the biju away. Damn it, oh well, we won the war and beat the rock. Now Minato-sensei will care for me, Kakashi said insanely. Are you proud of me, Minato-sensei? I hope beat the bijus. Kakashi says, I hate you, you heartless monster. When my son kills you and the village, I'll be happy that my son slayed the biggest evil in this world. The biggest corruption beyond anything I've seen, Minato says. You're under that fox bastard's influence. Now, let's go and kill the bloody Tsuchikage, Kakashi says as they enter the office, with Minato having no trace to follow since he was just the Edo Tensei summoned to help. On the way, he kills Tsuchi and the rest of the Anbu. So Minato and Kakashi Hatake, the Leaf, finally decide to show their true colors. I may not like Minato, but he was forced to kill by a person he considered a son. That's disgusting. You Leaf Shinobi are disgusting, and you Hatake are failure to the White Fang. And the Leaf Fufu Kage, your sensei, Minato Namikaze. Go ahead, kill me, Tsuchikage says as Kakashi chidores him for saying that he was a failure. We did it, Minato-sensei. We took down the rock. Are you proud, Kakashi says. No, once again you disgust me, you monster. I don't know why you think me killing innocent civilians and shinobis would make me like you. Are you some sort of monster yourself? Minato says as Kakashi was shocked. I'm gonna save you from the demon influence. Then you'll see me as your son, Kakashi says. You won't even listen to reason, will you, Kakashi? Minato says. As Kakashi just gave Minato a look of insanity and just walked away. Follow me, let's go home, Minato-sensei. Soon you'll see that we are right, Kakashi says. We now go to Cloud's point of view. He was full of trees and wood through the shinobis and civilians. One man was responsible for this. This man was known as Hashirama, under the orders of Jiraiya. We now see Hashirama restraining the 8 and 2 tails, which was released when B was killed. Before Jiraiya can seal them away, a white light has dragged them away. Who stole our prizes? Jiraiya thought. Oh well, when we get back to Leaf, hopefully Tsunade rewards me with those titties, Jiraiya says. We now go to the Mist point of view. We see an entire village massacred. We see Tobirama fighting a beast, using a seal to restrain it, with a look of disgust towards his allies. Just when the seal was about to work and see the inside of the object that the village had to, the seal broke and the tail beast brought its fury down on the unsuspecting Tobirama, who was so shocked that the beast broke its seal, but was happy that the village who became pirates won't get it. He then heard Asuma command him to try and seal it again, but he had no choice but to comply. But a white light suddenly sucked the beast away, making him get happy. We now go to the Sand point of view. We see Hiruzen proudly and happily slaughtering the shinobi everywhere. Hiruzen was proud of his students, Jiraiya and Tsunade, showing that the village of Leaf was the strongest of the villages, as he was cutting down Sanj village shinobi everywhere. He had restrained the village Biju, One Tails, with ease with the 8-point containment seal. He was about to seal it away, but once again, the Biju was taken away once the seal was shattered. Who dare steals from the Leaf? Hiruzen says. We now see the Uchiha clan, who had been restraining the remaining Jinchurikis, which is Fu, the 6 Tails, and any other Jinchurikis that were rogue. These shinobis were led by Kurenai and the Anbus, who were currently sealing it away, but then the seal cracked as a white light took it away. We now go to Kyoto's point of view. A few minutes earlier, Naruto, I will now summon my brothers and my sisters to my location, and we shall give them a new body once they absorbed into me, Kurama says. Right, Kurama, just summon them, and I'll give them all a body, not just you absorbing them. Don't be selfish, Kurama. Just because you need the power to beat my little Kunu, my little fox, doesn't mean you should kill your siblings and take the power. What would your father say? Naruto teased and scolded, making Kurama pout. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you absorb them, you will still be weak. I'm the daughter of the dragon god slayer of Trahexia, Naruto, and the queen of yokai, Yasaka. I'm the strongest, Kuno proudly and cutely said as Naruto patted her head and agreed with her, doting over her like a doting father. Suddenly, white lights appeared as Regis was summoned to their location. Big brother, is that you? We have a problem, Watabi says. What is it? Kurama says. This Leaf bastard. He killed my little Fu, Komi says, as the other Bridges started to shout stuff like, For example, Matabi was shouting how the leaf bastard killed Yugito, and Yuki was shouting how the leaf killed B. Enough. One of you explained, Kramer says, as the Biju explained how the leaf was attacking nations everywhere, trying to take the killed beasts and control of their lands with the immortal army. Those disgusting bugs. How dare they use my father like that? Naruto raged as Naruto did a hand gesture and the white light appeared around the Bijus as they shrank and took on a human appearance. There you go, I've granted you a human body, so you can't be sealed. You can still turn into Bijus forms and use your powers, but you will not be able to get sealed. Now let's go to the faction meeting. We need to prepare for this war. I know the leaf will attack us soon, Naruto says. But guys, that's all. Peace.